3.6 about solving systems using matrices. And if you remember, a couple days ago, I told you you're going to be really mad at me when I show you how you do it without even substitution elimination. Today's that day. Okay, so they're talking about what is element A23. Okay, that's row 2 and column 3. So these are rows, these are columns. Okay, so where's row 2? There it is. Column 3, it's that number right here. So your answer would be 8 for that one. Problem 2 is about representing the system equations in a matrix form. Okay, so the way to do this is to just take and put it straight in a matrix. But you got to make sure that all your variables are lined up. So your equation matrix, which is 2, 1 because there's a 1 in front of the y, 1 in front of the x, and -6 in front of the y. You draw a little bar here, and then you put your answers after 9, -1. That really indicates another matrix, and we'll talk about A and B matrices here in a second, but that's a way to singularly represent it as a matrix. Okay, and you got 3 variables here, and you got to make sure that you have them all the same way. Well, we're good on equation 1 and 2. We got to make sure that we add 5x to both sides here. So you end up with 5x plus y equals 1. So now, what's my matrix? Well, the first line is 1, -3, 1, that's x, y, and z. What's the second line? Well, x is 1. There's no y, so it's got to be a 0 there, and then a 3 for the z. What's the third line? Well, 5 for the x, 1 for the y. Oh, no z, so that's a 0. Put a line. Your answers are 6, 12, and 1. Now, using a calculator to solve a system, obviously I'm going to have to show you tomorrow in your calculator how to do it, but again, it just comes down to making sure that you write it correctly. Let's represent this as a matrix. That's 2, 3, -1. That's -4, 9, 2. Okay, it's a terrible drawing. And then -2, 0, they give you nice and they left you a space. 2. Draw the line, and your answers are 1, 8, and 3. Okay? This right here is going to be representing your A matrix. This right here is going to represent a B matrix in your calculator. And that problem will be continued tomorrow, so we can finish going in. There's a couple different ways you can solve, but again, setting up the matrix is the important thing.